Hello everyone, welcome back to more Let's Play Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Last time we got quite a few events done. Today we're going to get about 3 done, I think. We'll have like 4 left after today's video. Pretty sure. At least from the looks of it. I'm going to start off here with Mechanical Warriors. This is an event we haven't done before yet. Crap out of my pockets. Basically, you're fighting Rob and Mega Man in another stamina fight. However, you need to knock these two out fast, because if you don't, then freaking Metal Face, the stage hazard for this stage, will come in and assist them. As you'll see in this attempt, if Metal Face appears, killing these two isn't going to be enough to end the event. You also have to kill Metal Face if he spawns in. I think on easy he doesn't spawn in, you'll see later. Or maybe he takes longer to spawn in. But yeah. Still a pretty irritating event. Yeah. Just got home from seeing the Ratchet & Clank movie, and I gotta say I don't understand really why the critics, or maybe not so much critics, but like just why people in general just don't seem to like it. I don't know. I'm not much of a Ratchet & Clank fan. The only Ratchet & Clank games I've played was like the first couple levels of Up Your Arsenal, like the beginning of Going Commando. Recently picked up Crack in Time, haven't played much of it. And I recently finished the reboot of Ratchet & Clank on PS4. Yeah, see, failure. But I recently finished the reboot, and I don't know, I gotta say, the movie was, like, great. It was entertaining. Like, I wasn't really laughing that much during the movie, but, I wasn't really expecting to, because, I don't know. From what I've played of Ratchet & Clank, just, like, there's never been a moment in these games where I've actually, like, been, oh my god, that's hilarious, oh, like, I'm on the floor dying of laughter, like, when I saw, like, freaking Deadpool or something. Deadpool had me on the ground laughing, if that tells you what kind of humor I have. Like, I was almost dead from that. But, you know, I saw the Ratchet & Clank movie, went in with kind of low expectations after seeing all these reviews. That, and I really wasn't paying that close attention to all the hype, I guess. I wasn't really watching every single trailer that came out. I wasn't reading every single interview or anything. So the most I knew about the movie was what the game told me after completing it 2 days ago. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure I beat the game before I saw the movie. And I feel like the interesting thing with this is the game and the movie kind of go hand in hand a bit. Because, like, the movie focuses a bit more on the villains, and it focuses more on, like, why some of these people do what they do. Don't really want to get into spoiler territory, I guess. But, why Quark does what he ends up doing, why Captain Quark, whatever. Why he ends up doing what he does. And I don't know, I felt like the movie expanded more on that, whereas the game was completely from Ratchet's point of view, and so you got to learn more about the Rangers, you got to learn more about Ratchet and Clank as characters, and you know, I've heard different sides of how people feel about the reboot. I've heard some fans say, yeah, I thought that was complete bullshit, by the way, that fucking piece falling off, like spawning and then just immediately falling. That was kind of bullshit, but yeah, heard fans say they love the reboot because of what they did to Ratchet's character. They thought, like, I've heard many fans say they didn't like how Ratchet was portrayed in the original Ratchet and Clank, that he was kind of an asshole, he was arrogant, and that it was just annoying. But I've also heard other people say they don't like how he's portrayed in the reboot because he's too much like a Boy Scout. He doesn't butt heads with Clank. Well, he kind of does, but it's like once, I think. I don't know. Personally, I haven't played the original Ratchet & Clank. I'm thinking about like downloading the Ratchet & Clank collection onto my Vita. I'm not sure. Simply because, I mean, I already have Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal on PS2, so I don't feel like buying the PS3 HD collection unless I like have to. I don't know. But yeah, so like, I don't know. See, because the thing is I went into the movie with all the information from the game, so like that might explain something, and I don't know. Like, I didn't go with any. There wasn't anybody else really in the theater when I went. There was like I got in like 4 minutes before like the starting time, before they started playing previews and whatnot. And there was nobody else in the theater at that time. Granted, there was nobody at the theater in general to see anything. So, like, me saying there was nobody else really see Ratchet and Clank, well, there was nobody else really see, like, Captain America or anything either. There was, like, when I got to the theater, there was, like, maybe 3 or 4 cars in the parking lot besides mine. When I got out, the parking lot was a lot more full. There was a lot more people coming in. I also went and saw it on a school day during, school hours. Saw it at 1 p.m. on a Friday. So, yeah. All this talking, though, we did unlock this new event. Sorry, I haven't mentioned anything about it. I decided to show off Ryu. It's because, just continue showing off the DLC. Ryu's fine. Again, I don't know how to play any of these characters effectively. And doing these events don't really help, considering I think the launch rate is like significantly higher. Because if Ryu could easily knock these people, do this much damage and knock people away this easily, then I'm pretty sure he'd be a lot higher, a lot more used. That combo though by freaking Palutena and Robin, holy shit! Yeah, I got knocked out. I'm dead. Whatever. But yeah, I mean. Here, because the thing is okay, I'm thinking my girlfriend's going to go see the Ratchet and Clank movie soon. She was going to see it today, but I think she said she agreed to go see Jungle Book, which is another movie I really want to see. I want to see that in Captain America. So, and she's never played any of the Ratchet and Clank games. She hasn't touched a single one. She doesn't know much about them other than their Ratchet and Clank are a game series that a lot of people love. That's all she knows about these two. She doesn't know their story arcs, how they were portrayed in these games, or anything. So it'd be interesting to hear her thoughts on the movie after she sees it. If she does see it, I'm not sure. I don't know, because she said she's going to see Jungle Book today, I think, and then she said she's going to see Captain America at some point soon. Anyone wondering why she didn't come with me to go see it? It's because she lives on the other side of the country from me. Yeah. But, I thought the movie was entertaining. I don't think it deserves the low ratings it's getting off whatever it is on Metacritic. Well, I can't really say the 17% on freaking Rotten Tomatoes, because Rotten Tomatoes is done differently. I'm not sure what really qualifies for a rotten review versus a freaking fresh review or whatever it is. What is it called? I don't know. I'm not sure what qualifies. Does say a 3 out of 5 count as a rotten review or something? Because I don't know. So I enjoyed it. A lot of people, whether or not it's made more for fans, I can't really say, because like I said, I haven't had anyone that I know personally go out and see it that isn't a fan of the movie, or isn't a fan of the game series. Everybody I know that's going to see it is a fan of the game series. I definitely feel like because there was a parent, the only other people in the theater once the movie actually got started was just a mother and her kid. I guess she kept her kid out of school, or signed her kid out to go see the movie, because he was definitely school age. Maybe he was homeschooled, I don't know. But yeah. They didn't sound all that bored. I didn't hear the kid saying, "Mom, when's this gonna happen?" or something. I don't know. The kid, based on the previews I saw, goddamn, in the movies in the previews just looked terrible. God. Except for the one movie. There was one movie that looked really interesting to me, mostly due to how it was animated. I can't remember what the hell the name of it was. Honestly, it's something in the Two Spirit, or no. It was something in the Two Strings. That's what I can remember about it. At least that's what I remember the title. The movie looked like it was just about a kid who like went to a village and used magic to tell stories based on paper crafts, or using paper crafts to tell stories in her magic. And then like she has to use her magic to save the world because her stories turn out to be true. Looked interesting mostly due to how it looked like it was being animated, mostly because it looked like everything in the movie was done using paper crafts, which, I don't know, I'm a sucker for some form of originality. Oh, that one looked interesting. There was also a trailer for the Angry Birds movie, which, I mean, doesn't look as bad as I've been believing it will be, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be, like, pretty bad. Like, I don't know. It looked really cliche. It looked boring. Kids seemed to look like the kid sounded like he might enjoy it. Like he seemed to be asking his mom to go see it, if he could go see it or something. So maybe kids will enjoy it. I probably won't. Probably won't be seeing it. Might rent it. There was another movie. That 9 Lives. It's literally like, I think it's like Shaggy Dog, but like with a cat. It's literally just a dude gets turned into a cat because he's not there for his family or something. So he has to like learn to get on his family's good side or something. Look up the trailer for this thing. It's weird. Like, I don't know. The movie just looks. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's just. I feel like. I don't know. Look up the trailer for 9 Lives. It's just a weird looking movie. What else was in the previews for this thing? See, 9 Lives, that Two Strings movie, Angry Birds. Oh, some advertisement for some movie about like what pets do when you're gone. Like it's Toy Story but with pets, kinda. Like, I don't know, and then like a big dog comes in and starts living with a little dog. I don't know. I think that movie's trying to pander towards those people that just go gaga over, like, pet videos, like those people that will go on YouTube and only watch, like, you know, cute cats or cute dogs doing funny things. Because that's all the movie seems to be about. Ugh. I realize not a whole lot of movies are made for me. I realize Ratchet & Clank isn't made for everybody. Well, I mean, they're intentionally made for everybody, but I know not everybody is going to enjoy every movie ever made. Some people seem to think that everyone has to enjoy every single movie that's ever made, otherwise that movie is terrible, and I don't know. So I've talked to some people about the Ratchet & Clank movie, and people were saying that since a lot of people who haven't played the games or aren't big fans of the games don't like the movie, therefore the movie is terrible, and I'm not sure how much I agree with that. I understand where they're coming from, that like, if a movie, like, because I didn't like Hunger Games, okay? I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm gonna use Hunger Games as an example, but this is true. I didn't like the first Hunger Games movie, and I never saw any of the sequels, because I just didn't like the first one that much. So I was like, why bother seeing the sequels if I didn't like the first one? Thought the first one was boring, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense, and like, I didn't really like the book either. Like, I read like I read the book up until like they got off the train, I think. And then I just kind of quit reading the book because it was boring. It was boring the living shit out of me. And that's not because it's a book. I don't have a problem with reading, at least, I don't know. I don't have a problem with reading, it's just the book was boring. It didn't keep me entertained. And the movie didn't really either, because there was just nothing going on in the movie, and I get that's what people were expecting, but like, I went in expecting some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of action or something to be going on, but nothing happened. So I felt like the movie was made more for fans than, well, the fans would definitely enjoy Hunger Games more than I did. Because they're the ones that read the books, they're the ones that know these characters, they're just going in to see these characters put on the big screen, and Whether or not that falls for me and Ratchet and Clank is, I mean, up to anybody else. Someone could tell me if that's for me, basically what happened with me. I don't know. I'll find out once I find somebody that I know personally that's never touched Ratchet and Clank. Then I'll be able to tell. But yeah, that's the last event we tried today. That Kirby one. I went on about the Ratchet and Clank movie. That's mostly because I had a whole lot to say about it. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time when we try out some more events. Maybe one or two more videos away from finishing it. I don't know.